Greetings from the past before the time travels, and welcome back to another episode of The Ladder. My name is Ty, and we're listening to the conversation between Ash and Isabella.
Don't answer that. I don't want to hear it, you huge dork.
Says the person who gave her stuffed toys names. Batcat? Really?
That's
It's cute. Yours is just weird.
Well.
I'll see you later, Zach.
She spares me another smile, and as I watch her walk off, only now did it occur to me that none of those she gave today ever did reach her eyes. I make a grab for the back of Ash's Parker. He staggers briefly before correcting himself and shooting me a confused stare.
Is she alright?
What? Who's okay?
Isabella. She's been, I don't know, out of it today?
Kinda.
Did something happen earlier?
The scowl on his face says it all.
She's actually been like that this morning. I'll ask, but...
Just do me a favor and watch over her. We have no idea what we're dealing with. I don't know what happened to her since the last time I saw her. But from how she's been doing today, whatever it is, seems like a pretty big deal.
I want to know what happened in the office.
Wait, you didn't annoy her again, did you? Because I swear to God, if you did, you've got another thing coming for you.
Oh.
What? No. Why would I? Just so you know, I already apologized for the one at the movie house.
Yes, he did.
Granted, she deserved more of an apology, but I meant it that time.
I'm just asking. I'll take your word for it. But if you can find out what's bothering her, that'd be nice. Honestly, I don't think it's the letter this time.
I'll see what I can do.
Make sure you keep yourself out of harm's way, alright?
Yeah, you too. Don't do anything reckless again.
I tried.
Reckless, no. But I can't make you to promise I won't do anything. After seeing that, there's no way in hell I'm going to pretend there ain't a problem when there is. This is a really big one, and I'll be damned if I let anything happen to you guys while I sit here.
Aw.
I'm done running when things get tough.
He's about to argue for a moment, but...
Look, bro, if things ain't good, I'll be the first one out. But allow me this one thing, alright? Just this one time. If it doesn't work out, you'll be the first one to know. You can laugh then, or berate me all you want. But please don't ask me to step aside like I'm incapable of doing anything to help.
I have no idea if it is the look on my face or the tone of my voice. Ultimately, although his mouth presses into a thin line, he nods.
Alright. Stay safe, Zach.
I try to keep him safe. Okay, journal. Yeah. Upon returning to his apartment, Zachary was greeted by Ashton and Isabella. How suspicious of what was happening, Ashton informed Zach that he and Isabella will try and get to the bottom of this. He also warned Zach to be careful. We sure are trying our best. When he stumbles into the sidewalk and allows the afternoon crowd to swallow him whole, I like to think the tiny gleam in his eyes is the closest we can get to optimism in this situation. Whether that alone will be enough to give me a peaceful sleep tonight remains to be said. October the 30th. Isn't that the latest thing right now? Night falls, and despite my best attempts, sleep continues to elude me. With her image still stuck in my head, flashing every few moments, it catches me off guard. With Ma's lullaby still echoing in my ears, no longer the soft tune it once was. And the terrible gnawing at the pit of my stomach, it's no wonder I can't bring myself to drift off even for a little while. It is not as if there's a complete lack of things to do while waiting for sleep to come, if it ever will. And at 2:45 in the morning, I find myself cleaning my photography equipment for no other reason than just to pass time. There's something going to happen! Oh my god! Though, if I'm going to be honest, it is not the night terrors that are keeping me wide awake tonight, but the anxiety and the hope I'll hear from Ash or Isabella soon. And for what's perhaps the 42nd time, my eyes shift over to the end of the table where my phone lies still. I've not heard from them since they left. They haven't promised a call, of course, but a small part of me wishes they would have the common sense at the very least. Waiting is a tough game, and with the concerns stretching out the minutes far longer than usual, it's impossible for me... Oh, it's impossible for more unpleasant thoughts not to enter my mind. Moreover, it does not help that when the clock finally strikes 3... I knew it! Oh my god! My hand stills. Quick time event incoming! I'm ready for your... Biaha! My hand stills. It will be a complete and utter lie to say my heart didn't leap straight to my throat in that brief second. My whole body has gone motionless, ears straining for any further sounds. A couple of tense seconds pass. Nothing. Of course, without the building I'm staying in, power fluctuation ain't anything new. Every now and then this would happen, leaving a few tenants in a rather bad mood. Nothing unusual anymore after a few years of living here. But this time, the sudden hush brings with it a stillness that raised the hair at the back of my neck and set my heart beating hard against my chest. You don't hear her! Something reeks in the air, and in an instant this place is no longer home. It's a prison. Every rational fiber in my being screams at me to leave. I force myself to swallow and keep a clear head as I lie down all my cleaning tools and begin gathering together the rest of my things scattered about the table. The camera's body, lenses, filters, diffusers, phone, anything my hand could reach. But in the rest of the panic like in the nightmares, it is the scent that reaches me first, a foul, putrid smell filling my lungs with the heavy stink of death. My fingers clamp tightly to the camera, holding it closer to my body as if the tiny thing would provide enough protection to whatever is with me in my room. It won't, but it's the only comfort I have. What? And knowing that whoever she is, she hadn't once been human, perhaps not all of it is gone. Perhaps some of it is still there.
Hello? I know you're in here. What do you want?
Something moves behind me. A soft scuttling over the walls, followed by the squelch and painful creaking of what can only be rotten flesh and broken bones. Without hesitation, I wheel around, my fingers and camera ready, patiently waiting for another movement.
I can help you. Whatever it is that keeps you here, I can help. That's what the letter's for, ain't it? You don't have to keep taking people's lives.
What? There is a brief moment of silence. After, and for a short while, I think my pleas worked. What? Then, with no warning, the shuffling resumes. And along with it are the sobs of a woman. Oh my god. Gotcha! The light flashes, fleetingly one last time, allowing me a glimpse of her grotesque, misshapen features before it is once again lost in the darkness. All of a sudden, her tune changes. No longer a soft cry, but a high-pitched shriek brimming with pain, grief, and anger. Every 1 ounce of courage I've mustered flees from my body at the sound, and the next thing I know, my hand is gripping the knob and I'm wrenching the door open. Her wails follow me as I flee into the night. Pacing has always been more of Ashton's thing than mine. When I want to think, I sit and let the minutes tick by until an idea comes to my mind, or my pulse settles down. And yet, dried leaves and twigs crack under my shoes as I make another pass at them. Terror is too mild to describe what this is. There's no way in hell I'm going back. Whatever she is, pleading won't work. The moment we saw that letter, she's been after
But
us.
I can't run. Not this time.
Okay. Nearly 2 hours have gone by since I left the comfort of my room for the solitude of the park. 2 excruciating hours since I've started making calls. No one's answering. Not even Rebecca, who has always kept her phone line open in case other people need her. Or Isabella, who frequently checks her for any messages and readily responds as soon as she can effort. It does not help that Ash hasn't said a word where he went off to as well.
Damn it! I knew I should have asked him before I let him leave.
Knowing him, he can be anywhere. But there's really one place he'll likely be at this time. The sun has already peaked over the horizon when I make it into the mansion. I have no idea what I'm expecting to see when I got there. There's Ashton, first and foremost. A part of me wishes my assumptions are correct and he's really somewhere close by on a stakeout. But I've never been the lucky sort when it comes to that kind of guessing. And even after I made a round of the immediate vicinity, I could find neither hide nor hair of him. Calling him does no good either, considering how awful the signal here is. He can't be too far if he's really here, but if he is, he would have already noticed me by now. Instead, there is only silence. The kind of too quiet to find any sort of comfort in. Even the trees seem to have fallen asleep with the rest of the mansion, oblivious to what's happening around it, a small island of stillness in the otherwise fast-paced world. No wonder the whole of Ansem feels odds with the rest of Luxburn. While the city is alive, growing every minute, breathing every second, and pulsating with life, the village remains unmoving, unchanged. It's not surprising the legend still lives up to this day, and why she's still here, walking its hallowed halls. And beyond me, the mansion looms ominously. But now ain't the time for fear. Even if Ash is not here, I've still got to let the Wrights know what I've seen, what's in their home. And whatever grievance Ash has with them, doesn't matter. There might be grounds for imprisonment, but they don't deserve a brutal death at the hands of a malicious spirit. And I'm sure Isabella would want the same thing. I head straight for the door without a second thought. It takes a few rings to sound loud above the foreboding stillness before I hear footsteps on the other side.
Get it? Only a Nazi would knock at such an ungodly hour.
Luke.
Where's that damn butler when I need him?
Oh wow. Before that's a dark presence around him. Wow. Before long, the door swings widely open with Mr. Luke Wright standing behind it. Seething would be a complete understatement to describe him. Like this, I've got no doubt why Ash would find him a suspect.
You? How the hell did you get in here?
Oh well, I guess that's the reaction because I told him that Hannah and Zack were out together.
What in seven hells do you want? It's bloody 6 in the morning!
Listen, sir, I know this is not a good time.
Oh, it's not a good time. Did you even check the clock before coming here? I bet you didn't. Unlike you, the ones living in this house need to sleep. Come back when people are actually awake, or I'll call security on you.
Before I can get a word in, he slams the door to my face and bolts it shut with much finality.
Wait, sir, you gotta hear me out. You're both in danger if you stay in there. Have you seen the news lately? Everything's not a coincidence.
Only silence answers me. Maybe if it was Mrs. Wright. Oh, who am I kidding? There are limits to how far a person will believe in you. Then again, I didn't believe Isabella when she warned us. And now I'm here, desperately trying to save people, even if I'm aware it's completely out of my own capacity to do so. Is this what they call karma? If so, this is one horrible way of turning things around. Taking people's lives, playing with people's fears, making them feel useless.
You're around, ain't you? You here? Inside this house? Listening, watching, or whatever it is that you spirits do? What did they do to you? I can help you, you know? If it'll let you move on, I'll gladly do so. You don't have to kill anyone.
Nothing. I don't even know who I'm talking to, or if the same person is supposed to be doing that. The only thing I got after is a feeling of foolishness washing over me. Or perhaps this is just me losing my mind. Out of other options and any other ideas, I let my hand slide off the door surface and fall listlessly to my side. I can go back to Luxburn. Try to find the others. Try to get out of this mess with them. I'll let them know how much in deep shit we all are. Both sound good. Either way, my loitering here ain't helping at all. I'll let the quietness calm me for a few more minutes before standing up and heading out to fetch my bike. It's quite a distance to Luxburn, but if I hurry, I'll reach it in, maybe. The rustling stops as soon as I turn around and strain my ears for another movement around me. Oh god.
Yo, Ash, you there?
No answer. Hannah? If he is here, and I've just missed him earlier. Oh god. Already, my feet are moving in search of him for the second time. It won't hurt to double check. Triple check even. With how big this property is, he can be anywhere. If things ain't so urgent, if they ain't so dire that lives are at stake, I'd probably have just waited for him to show up again.
But damn it! He needs to realize what exactly it is he's dealing with.
That is not just a petty criminal he can simply throw in jail. That it is something beyond the authority his police badge could ever give him. The guy needs to stop playing the big damn hero. Sit down and chill. My breathing comes in short, shallow rests by the time I make it back to where I started. Still no sign of him, and I'm beginning to think I'm just wasting my time here. Oh no. Oh, but that is when I hear it. I'd recognize the melody in a heartbeat. Ma's favorite song. I listen for a while, trying to gauge where exactly from the house it's coming from. My feet start moving before I can stop them. And there, as I circle a corner from a room in the first floor, a single window is open, but I can't make out whoever's inside. However, I'm sure the scene comes from there. Still, why I'll hear an old tune here of all places, I won't know. It's not an obscure song by all means, but it is pretty rare to find someone who knows this. Hannah, and for some reason, Dev seems to follow this song around. Panic lodges itself at the base of my throat at once. Whoever's humming might be. I don't want to be the pessimist now, but on the off chance that it is Mrs. Wright?
Shit.
I shouldn't just barge in there. I can put myself in danger before I can save anyone. Ash will tell me so in the exact same words. Might even write me a dissertation why that is a bad idea if he ain't so lazy. But damn it, god damn it! Someone could be in danger. Oh my god, that is bullshit! Oh no! But it sounds like her, not like Hannah. It sounds like, and I don't even know if Ash is here or not. What should I do? Oh no! Keep looking for Ash. I'm sorry. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The half that has spent too much time around Ash. It's right, though, the reasonable part. If I do force my way in and find on someone something unpleasant, how am I going to fight back? With my camera? No matter where you look at it, that's simply asking for a painful
I
death.
have a better chance if I find Ash. What is he snooping about?
Perhaps I should try the forest, make a round further into the gardens. Not a sound plan, but it's better than nothing. The woman's soft sobs have subsided now by some means, almost inaudible to the point where I'm wondering if I truly heard what I heard. I didn't get to dwell much on it though, because right in that moment, my phone rings. The sharp notes cutting pierces through the tight quietude. Oh, thank God. I clamp a hand over it, pressing the button before the speakers are close to my ear.
Are you?
Oh God. I only caught the tail end of the person's greeting on the other side, but I know the voice well enough.
What was that, Ash? Could you repeat that? Signal's shitty here.
I asked, where are you? Hell, Zach, I've been calling your number for a good 20 minutes now. What kind of shithole did you get into?
Good morning to you, too. I should be asking you that question. I've been looking all over the mansion for you. I thought you'd be...
What mansion?
Do I really need to answer that?
Why are you even... No, wait. Just get your ass here at Isabella's place, and hurry.
I shift my gaze into the mansion, specifically at the window I heard the cries from. There's nothing of it now, not even echoes.
How urgent is this?
Pressing enough for you to stop asking questions and get yourself here. Please, Zach.
That gives me a pause. It's a rare thing for him to take on that tone.
I'll be there in a few. An hour or two, tops.
Thanks. I'll see ya.
So, did I do the right thing? I don't know. A terrified Zachary went looking for Ashton in the Ermagate mansion, but to no avail. He also tried to warn Luke Wright about the spirits supposedly living in the house, but was simply turned away. As he was about to give up, he received an urgent call from Ashton, ordering him to head straight for Salem Wells' residence. I hope it was the right choice, because it didn't sound like Hannah. It really didn't. And also, how in the heavens would Hannah know that sound and the song? And I think the spirit isn't ready to get help from somebody else, so I hope it was the right choice. I rush back to my bike as soon as the call ends. Without another shut up phone, without another look, I leave the mansion along with its haunted melodies and grim echoes behind. There are more important things than my own curiosity and impulses. How's your relationship with Hannah, by the way? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Dot 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 dot. Dude, are you serious? Are you serious? And can it be? Is she a huge fan from anime? Or is it some cosplay or photos she did with somebody? Or is she lesbian? You never know why this big picture is there. But if I look at her computer, she seems to be a nerd. And I like it. But guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel. If you already subscribed, click on the notification bell down below so you get notified when I upload my videos. Share us on all your social media, and guys, I will see you in the future or back in the latter. High five! I guess I made the right choice because we're in Marianne's chapter.